Hi, it's Graham here. I've been lucky enough to get myself out on another wild camp. I'm in Harwood Forest and I'm out with the master of the Harwood bivvy bag himself, Adrian, Mountain Hopper 57. So I was going to bring a tent, but I just feel to come out with Adrian it'd be rude not to bivvy myself. So I've got my 3x3 DD tarp and my Alpkit Elan bivvy, and we're just going to find a nice place near the loft and camp up there for the night. Weather's been a bit changeable, it's just been raining, so I've got my rain jacket on, but looks like it's clearing up. I hope so. Get a couple of drone shots in. I've got my stealth buff on, check it out. Digital camo buff. I can hide in trees with this.
Show me trousers.
To help with the hiding, I've also got my stealth trousers on as well. Check these bad boys out. I got these trousers quite cheap at the Montana factory shop. I mean, obviously because nobody else wanted to buy them in this colour. I got home and my wife said, "You can't wear them, you look like an X-Wing pilot from Star Wars." And I thought, is that meant to put me off? That sounds great. So I'm wearing them. I call them me helicopter trousers because the helicopter will be able to see me legs sticking out the avalanche. It's a safety feature. Is that where you slept last time?
Yeah,
very good. Yeah. Ooh.
Full-size winter rucksack. Now Graham's rucksack for an overnight, he's got 8.5 kilos. Now how do you do that?
It does include a drone as well.
Well, frankly, Graham, it's a joke. It really is.
Sorry, friend. Hi guys, so I've got Raynaud's disease, and I've lost the vascular supply to my fingers, and it's proving really difficult to get the tarp up and get it fettled properly with that. But they'll warm up and I'll get the tarp sorted. I'll show you when it's all done. Can you hear that? The skies have absolutely opened up and I'm just hunkered down under my tarp, keeping dry. The idea was to mooch about, having a bit of an explore, but I'm not exploring in this. I'll wait till it blows over. I think it will, because there's bright sky behind the clouds, but for now I'm just going to keep it's nice and cosy here. Hi guys, just going to show you a little bit of my setup here. So I'm using the 3x3 DD tarp, and as we're setting up, I mean the road's not too far, it's just 100 yards down there. A car came past, so two middle-aged blokes got to the floor like snipers and kept a low profile, and I decided to put the tarp up really low just to keep it a bit more stealthy. So just on a low ridge line, got a little toggle there with a paracord around the tree, prusik knot here, and just a simple bit of paracord wrapped around the tree here, going onto just a single carabiner. I think I could do with being a bit tighter. I think, you know, water might pool if it really rains overnight, but I think it'll be okay. The problem is the ground's so soft, when you tighten it up it just pulls the pegs out. Let's have a look inside. I've got the Alpkit Elan bivvy with the Expert Mummy mattress, fabulous bit of kit, and my Phantom Flame down winter bag, supposedly go to -9, and I'm starting to get a lot used to this bivvy. I like the bivvy a lot, and I've got my Climate Cush pillow there, and I think I'm going to be cosy in here tonight. You might think in a Northumbrian winter, I mean it's mid-November now, I might be better off in a tent, but actually it's an ideal time to bivvy because you get all the fresh air. You're not going to be cold if you've got a decent sleeping bag. You've got the rain kept off you with a tarp, and best of all, there's no midges around, so you can, you know, don't have to zip the tarp. You don't have to zip the bivvy up. I think I'm going to be cosy. I think it's going to be a good night. And this is Adrian's setup. He's got a similar tarp, but it's the ultralight version, which is fractionally smaller, and he's decided to have a nice low profile as well. And he's got his new favourite thing, that's the Army Gore-Tex bivvy, the camo thing that he's got there. He highly rates that, so, and if Adrian highly rates it, it must be good. So never met them before, but turns out Lundy and Rooney are just really nice blokes, cracking blokes. I think Jimmy must have thought I looked a bit cold because he's not staying the night, they're cycling on and staying at home, but he's lent me his jacket. What a top bloke. So in addition to Lundy letting me lend his jacket, Rooney refilled my water bottle up, so I wouldn't have to go down to the loft and use my water filter. So that's a pair of canny lads, isn't it? And that's worth a mention for his channel. Check it out, Lundy's Wild Camping Bushcraft. It's quite a big channel, really big channel. You've probably heard of it. If not, go and take a look. It is good. It's good. Oh. So me and Adrian are just doing a little bit of an explore, and we've come to this bit of the forest, which is it's impenetrable due to all the downed trees from Arwen a year ago. But it's got a beautiful feel about it. Everything's covered with these hillocks of moss. It's got a nice sort of ancient feel about it. Might see a hobbit or an elf. It's actually not a bad place to camp once you can get in. So we're just out having a bit of mooch around, having an explore, and the damage from Storm Arwen is still really apparent. I mean, these root systems here are so extensive, upturned. They look like castle walls. They're like 2 or 3 times my height, and beyond that, it looks like you've got like a thicket of impenetrable spears. There's like no way you could walk through that. I mean, a lot of the forest is like this. It's just impenetrable now. So we're back at the campsite after a mooch around, and I'm pointing directly where our bivvies are from the road, and it looks pretty hidden. It looks stealthy. I think we'll be fine tonight. I've got some Northumberland sausages for me bait. What makes them Northumberland sausages? Well, that's what the farm shop sold them as, and there's a lot of sage in them, and I have to say they look like top quality bangers, so I'm looking forward to them. I'm going to have them with slightly out of date stale buns from the co-op, and I've got a homemade salsa I'm going to pop on top of them. Just made that with some fresh tomatoes, scotch bonnet chilli, bit of lime, bit of garlic. Should be canny. Cheers guys. So we've got Northumbrian pork, sage and leek sausages with fresh homemade salsa. Tremendous. Pretty good that, like. Oh, it's confession time guys. So I've done something really daft. I had that kind of Pornstar Martini beer, drinking it, chatting to Adrian. I get some cheese, put the can of beer in my pocket, and forgot it was in my pocket. And it's obviously it's spilt all down this, so I'm absolutely drenched in beer down here. I look like I've wet myself, and I've got to dry off because otherwise I've got to get into a down sleeping bag with me soaking wet beer leg.
It was pretty cold though, so
yeah. Never mind. Hi guys, just having a whiskey before I turn in. It's really dark now, it's getting quite cold, and it's just past 6 o'clock, but it's winter, and it's nearly time to turn in, so just have a snifter of this. I'm getting coffee, cinnamon, a nostalgic longing for 1980s music, and an existential crisis, the brutal realization that the universe is a meaningless place and that everyone that you love will one day die. It's quite good. Morning guys, didn't sleep much last night, although I've been pretty cosy, but I made a major error when I was pitching the tarp. Because that car went by, after that I was so concerned with getting the tarp stealthy and low down that I didn't leave enough angle in the sides to shed the rain properly, and it's pooled a little bit. And with the general dampness, it's rained absolutely all night. The ridge line has stretched a little bit, and so is the tarp itself, and it's now much lower down than it was. I'm nearly touching it just lying here. So outside my sleeping bag got a bit damp, and that was okay because it's got a hydrophobic coating. It remained cozy and warm, but it wasn't ideal. And the wind got up a bit as well, and one of the corner pegs undid by my feet. And rather than do the sensible thing, put my boots on, get out in the wind and the rain and repeg it, I just thought, and I'm being honest here, I just thought I cannot be chowed. So I put my boots in the corner on top of the tarp to keep the tarp from flapping. I'm my own worst enemy. And to be fair, before he left, Jimmy did say that the tarp looks a bit too low down, you need to just heighten it a little bit, and he was right. So maybe I'll listen in future. Anyway, I'm going to wait half an hour, see if it stops raining, see if the wind it'll dry the tarp a little bit, and then get up and get packed. Always good to get out. Always. Hi, we're all packed up now. We've left no trace, as you can see. That's where I was last night. So we're just going to head back to the cars, and if you like my videos, if you like what I'm doing, give us a sub, give us a thumbs up. It all helps, it's all appreciated, and just lets me know to keep on doing a few more. But thanks very much for coming along last night, and I'll see you on the next one.